Hi, good afternoon. Today, I will talk about the value of the Korean quarantine system through the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm Minsu and working at the Korea Institute of Civil Engineering and Building Technology. And the other authors, Brian Kim and Changeng Park, in Seoul National University and Mirepa, Korea. Today's presentation is composed 6 parts. First is introduction. As you know, it has been 2 years since first outbreak of COVID-19. It's started in China and spread throughout the world as the initial quarantine control failed. So, so far, more than 230 million people have been impacted, and more than 4.7 million have died worldwide. And in Korea, the first case of infection occurred in January 20 in 2020. And so for more than 320,000 people have been impacted, and more than 2,500 people have died. So as shown in this graph, this disease show repeating pattern of increasing and decreasing infection according to the interaction spread or suppressions. Next slide. On the other hand, nowadays countries aim to achieve economic growth, make the trade agreements between countries. This is caused the trade and travel between countries. And then, in this marketplace, international travel and trade have not only made border relevant, but also dramatically increased the risk of investments and fast. Each country's tighter regulation of trade. And so we need to the risk management and risk assessment for impeding international trade, and then increase the uses of risk assessments such as integrate pest management. So it will be IPM. And so we analyzed how effective the Korean plant quarantine system is by considering the supply of agriculture products and simulate various strategy scenarios of quarantine policies. Our analysis and simulation can provide essential basis for quarantine policies to prevent invasive diseases and pests. So this study may provides the estimate of the Korean quarantine systems intangible value need to protect the ecosystem and security for food or environment. So we analyzed the previous research related to the quarantine and damages from invasive species. But this is, we summarize the article. This presentation is, sorry to the, I mentioned this presentation is based on the previous published article in the ASIP. So due to time constraints, so we would appreciate it if you could refer to the article from ASIP. So we fast these contents, and this is a summary of the previous estimated annual cost or effects, economic impacts from the alliance species in the each countries, maybe such as United States, Austria, Canada, Germany, New Zealand, and plant or microbial site. So this is so to sum up, we need to control quarantine disease, and so we focus on for controlling quarantine disease, focus on the entire production chains. But it seems not reasonable to assess the integrated approach to the entire protection chain level. So we have some assumption and the restraint. We use so for we calculate the economic valuation of the quarantine system. We use the direct effect of quarantine system is utilize the Markov chain model. This is as shown. This figure is the model outbreak, and we have some restriction and assumptions. First is we consider the supply side, and we not consider the substitutional goods and complementary goods, and we not consider the price elasticities and loss of exports. This is complicate issues for market, including goods and service. So we have only supply side and vegetable and fruits. So Markov chain is need to set up the transition probability matrix applying metrics. So we applying for previous research AVARE in 1991. This table is basic probability in the Markov chain model. So we need 3 steps, and this figure is the effect of quarantine, and this is baseline, and then we calculate the probability and the productions. So this result is the economic valuation of the quarantine system and only supply side, and then we not consider price elasticities. And then we evaluate the quarantine policies using previous probability. So current policy strategy is strategy left to the climate change and global warming two case, and then we consider the level of current policy, and this is composed two stages: improve and strength. So we combine this type. So we made 6 scenarios. This table is probabilities each of scenarios, and this is the result. Probability of invasive damages by strategies. So we use this probability and production loss. So we calculate the economic benefits by each strategy. And then we, the other side is indirect effects using the contingent valuation method. So we first designed the survey. This table is a summary of the survey, and we include the contents of survey questionnaire. First is awareness of the plant quarantine, and second is awareness of the environment, and last is the economic values for strengthen plant quarantine systems. So we use the result of the questionnaire. So we calculate the WTP for quarantine systems. So it economic benefits of Korean quarantine system on plants is ranged to the from 0.8 to $3.3 billion. So over the time, cumulate the benefit will be more increased for several diseases like such as COVID or and the other diseases. And the indirect benefit of the quarantine system on plants previously mentioned the WPP based on respondents' choice of questionnaire. The willingness to pay of the quarantine system is annually 13,000 Korean won per household. This value expanding to the rational level is 2,444 billion Korean won. So this is the range of 130 billion Korean, from 130 billion to 1.1 trillion Korean won. So this means Korea quarantine system is more is needed to the strength and more effectively system for our good conditions, crops and food. But this method have some limitations. We not consider the effect of substitutional and complementary goods related to the damaged crops, but only the supply side. So, but this results show that it is important to promote and reinforce the quarantine policy and system for plant and health of our health. So we find the especially meaningful result because it could drive the benefits of the Korean quarantine system towards the stability of the environment or food safety and etc. Further, people maybe this result maybe provide valuable guidelines and excellent example of the quarantine system innovations for the decision makers or stakeholders. So we need to focus. We need focus on these issues and give the more investment for the quarantine. Thank you for your listening, and this is my presentation is last. Thank you.